Hey y'all, I just got back in from seeing A Quiet Place day one. And I just say, I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna talk about maybe like a few things that I liked and a few things I didn't like. Maybe this may contain spoilers because sometimes my brain just goes here, here, and there. But you're warned. Alright, so the thing that I do like is when you have movies that have this concept like A Quiet Place, it's important to have really talented actors or else it comes off as ridiculous, corny, and things. But when you have an actor of Lupita Nyong'o's caliber, it's you're already set in a great space because she knows she's going to carry it. She's going to come through. She's never going to phone it in. And I really love that. Another thing I like, because I remember watching the preview thinking that she was homeless. And I was mad at that preview. I was like, why would Lupita God be the homeless person? And but yeah, Lupita was amazing as... Actually, I don't even remember what her name was. I don't think I remember any of the names of any of the characters. I'm just going to call them by their actors' names. And then, Joseph Morgan, aka Eddie from Stranger Things. I felt strangely proud of him, like I knew him or something. It's not like we didn't know the man could act, because he ended up being the best part of the last season that we had of Stranger Things. But the way he's able to emote emotions just with his eyes, and not just like crying, but you can like the panic attacks that he's having, and just all of that. I just can't wait to see the more that he does, and continue watching him grow as an actor. I was very happy with that. And then other thing that I really enjoyed. I just really enjoyed everything like that was happening before like the aliens showed up. Just like living your everyday life, and that's the thing. Like I'm sitting in the movies watching a movie. They were sitting and watching puppet show, and all hell broke loose. Things like that. Now the things that I did not like is that one, okay, it takes place in New York. I live in New York. I've been in New York for over a decade. I understand what some made films where you got to suspend reality about things because it's not going to be hit for hit. But there's this scene where they're in the subway, and it's supposed to be like where a spot where supposedly the 2, 3, and the 6 are supposed to like connect or whatever. But it's like at the 59th and like 63rd Street area. But I'm like, at that point, the 2's on this side of Central Park, and the 6 is on this side of Central Park. So that's not where those trains would go. And also, I know that it wasn't filmed in New York. It was filmed somewhere like to a soundstage or some place in London. They recreated all that. So that, being as a New Yorker, I was distracted by that. And then what else distracted me, because there's time they had to go like in the water, but it's the water like got flooded into the subway, and like at no point was the water dirty. It was just like, oh, water came in, la la la. There's no rats floating in the water, there's no trash. I was just like, I understand maybe water burst through, and I know it had rain, but not enough for the water to have cleaned up the freaking subway. So that was very distracting for me. And then the one final thing. So they go up to Harlem, right? Because he wants to go to Patsy's Pizza. And, which is fine or whatever, Patsy's wherever. But they're in Harlem. And then the entire time we're hearing about the evacuation. The evacuation is supposed to be happening at the South Seaport. And there's no way they could have got from East Harlem all the way down to South Seaport that fast walking. But I'm willing to believe that that the boat didn't just go to South Seaport, but maybe it kept docking all the way when it saw other people who needed help. I'm choosing to believe that, because that was really pissing me off, because then they do see the boat, and the boat takes, so that was like, that happened at the end, and I was just like, that wouldn't have happened. I know, nitpicking, but what I do, but the big overall highlight that I really enjoyed is that Lupita Nyong'o's character had a goal at the beginning of the movie, and she got her goal at the end. Whether or not the little monsters came or not, she got to have her peaceful ending that she was already seeking to have. But as far as like the Quiet Place franchise itself, I would like to see maybe one where there was an actual homeless person and how they got through it. Considering how we treat our homeless, like how would that change in a crisis, maybe? or like, the people who are like out already on boats. If you're on a cruise ship and this were to happen, like, what is their course of action? Like, how are you communicating? But yes, that's those are things I was thought about, and I would be interested to see if they continue on with more of these movies. So, seen it? What did you think? How are you feeling? What do you want to see if there's another one that comes along? So, till next time.
You don't have to be perfect to be amazing.